Either one. Yeah, I remember.
When you sit, yeah, you're going to push your chair back so you can get a visual. Yeah, but you're not going to try not to touch it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just let it sit for a minute. You can help him with that. There he is. Tell me he's a good boy.
Good boy.
Yep, you can pet him. Pet him when he's quiet.
Okay.
Tell him he's fine. Let him know he's all right. Good boy.
Good boy.
You can help him with that. The other thing I'd like to start clicking on him is him looking at me without being, without vocalizing. Because over a period of time, when you click him looking at a trigger, if we can do it and keep him fairly calm and know that he's still eating, then we know we haven't really pushed him over his threshold too far. He is pushed over his threshold because he is vocalizing a lot, but he's not so stressed out about it that he's not happy to eat these hot dogs.
Yeah.
So that's probably my only saving grace right now. But you can also get into protocols where not only do you click him being quiet, but you click him looking at that trigger and being quiet. And over a period of time, if I were to come here on a regular basis and do it like you did, even though it took you 3 months to get into the home, over a period of time, his emotional responses could have changed about other people and possibly kids in the future. Good job, head up. Actually, you're going to carry her in, and you're going to put her right in between your two front legs when you come into it. Sit back in your chair, relax a little bit. Lean forward just a touch. That's good. Now scoot back. There it is. Good. Good job, Steph.
Boy.
Okay. So. So basically, I'm clicking him for being quiet. And right now, he's kind of focusing on me more. But once he does start focusing more on the accessidol, then I'll start clicking him looking at that. And maybe Steph, you could slightly move her arm. Maybe her left arm just a little bit. Back leg. Here it goes, stop right there. Freeze. You know, the carriage on the tail, it's still pretty rapid, but it's slightly lowered, and it's not wagging quite as tight and as high as what it was. In his back, you can see his back is starting to relax a little bit. His hackles are no longer up. You know, he's still worried about it. He's still not super happy, but his body language is starting to relax a little bit. The carriage of his ears are starting to come down a touch too. And right there, when she's petting him, you can see it's more of a relaxed wag instead of that high arousal wag. I mean, it's still there, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as when you first brought him in. So my biggest concern is, maybe move her arm. My biggest concern is not necessarily the fact that you guys are going to have an infant in here. The biggest concern is when that infant starts crawling. So hopefully by then, by the time he or she, good, gets around to crawling, good, stop right there. You're going to slowly turn her body to your position. To your position, parallel. There it is, good. Yeah, and he's looking at me. He needs to maybe look at her. There it is, beautiful. What was I just saying?
The website.
So that hopefully by the time.
Oh, hopefully by the time your baby gets around to crawling, he'll be used to her. So crawling is my biggest concern. And then my second biggest concern in the future, and of course he's 8.5 years old now, and he may not be around then by the time your daughter or son gets around to where they want to start having kids come over. So
I hadn't even gone that far.
that's how far I go. That's how far I go.
Birthday parties.
Yeah, birthday parties, sleepovers. I mean, your kids in the future are going to want to have
Play
kids
dates.
come over. So I would say, you know, with Charlie being 8, is he 8 or 8.5?
8.5.
I would say with Charlie being 8.5 years old, I'll be surprised, you know, if he makes it to where he's 12 or 13 years old. So it may be that by the time you guys get around to having a kid and that kid starts hitting, you know, to where she's crawling and then she's walking and wanting to have kids come over, Charlie may not be around by then. But, you know, because you guys said you were going to wait at least a year
Yeah,
to start having kids. So a lot of this stuff can really, really help prepare him for that. Good job, Charlie. Good boy, buddy. Good. All right. Go ahead and have her face him. And maybe, there it is. Move her arms a little bit. There it is. Good job,
boy,
Charlie. Good boy. Good. Yeah, maybe make a high pitch mom noise.
Mom!
And turn her away. Okay, stop right there. Put her arms down. The